What is up, everyone? I'm here to talk to you about Kick. All right, so if you don't know about Kick, it's a live streaming platform. It's similar to Twitch, very similar, but it offers 95 to 5 split. Now, that may seem enticing, but you're probably wondering how can I grow on Kick? Now, the thing about Kick is it's similar to the grind on Twitch, okay? It's literally similar. But I mean, there is some complications on understanding how you can really grow on that platform. Now, the thing is, Kick requires you to do 10 times the work, which means you have to continue to do the same thing that you do on Twitch and amplify 2 times. Now, there are platforms where you can reach out to content creators to do collaboration. There's also a Reddit post where you can really just post up and seek help or seek any type of collab or networking with other kick streamers. So there's ways that you can really just get yourself out there as of this, networking and collabing with kick streamers. Often enough, I see most kick streamers really focus on TikTok and YouTube Shorts to really push themselves out there. Not only that, they also use Instagram as well to really push out more information regarding where they live stream in the games that they play. Now, these are really good ideas, and I think that's a good starting point for people who are trying to really grow on Kick. Kick has pretty much a system that's similar to Twitch. Now, they are still in beta and they're still working around figuring out ways to really get more kick streamers the opportunity to really grow on their platform. They do a little bit of looking around and posting or pretty much putting certain channels on the front page. It doesn't require you to be a kick partner to be on the front page. What they do is they'll analyze and go around of channels on their platform that they see is dedicating themselves to really grow on the platform and literally putting those channels on the front page. Even so, some of the developers will likely come to your stream and literally offer you some gifted subs for your effort and for your hard work and dedication on the platform, which makes your morality grow even more and more of understanding how Kick is really treating their streamers. Kick has always been focusing on giving the streamers on their platform the best opportunities as of this making money. They now introduce a bounty, which is pretty much similar to what Twitch used to have, which is like a bounty system where if you play a particular game, Twitch will reward you with a donation or get the subs. So what they did was they open up a bounty and you just get rewarded with money that be donated into your payment method. So you'll just see that in your deposit or in your donations. They also offer gifted subs for each bounty. So when you complete a bounty on Kick, you will get an incentive on top of that. Not only that, they are still putting together some really unique ideas that's kind of similar to Twitch that can really be a benefit for you as well as viewers paying you, well, not paying you, but rewarding you for your content and stuff like that. So they're really doing as much to give creators the better chance of this making the most out of their live streaming experience on the platform. Now, like I said, it's a little bit challenging. It's not like a solid guarantee that you will pretty much get those incentives off the rip. You will literally have to grind your way to really get yourself noticed on that platform. Um, it is, at the same time, I would literally tell people to approach Kick like you approach Twitch. Just stream, do what you normally do on Twitch, which is just upload content and pretty much expand yourself out there. Especially if you're not in the program where you can get a incentive for streaming every hour. So if you're just new and you're just starting off, I would say just multi-stream while you on Kick. Just do what you can to really expand yourself out there and let people know. But if you're not into multi streaming, Just focus on Kick. But you could just multi-stream with just Kick and TikTok, where that would benefit you even more just by having a TikTok as well as Kick stream on as a multi-stream, and that can really increase your visibility from that standpoint. There are other social media that are out there like Facebook that you can really just put yourself out there on Facebook because there's people on Facebook. I don't really understand why people don't go on Facebook. It still has the same people on there, and it still has a good audience over there. So I wouldn't just dismiss Facebook in completely. I would say just take advantage of Facebook and try to see if you can get any help or assistance over there as of just joining groups and stuff like that that can really benefit you as of getting viewership and getting to know other content creators that are on Kick to collab and network with. So I would literally say that it's just mostly like right now we're going to figure out soon of what Kick is going to really bring to new streamers as they are just getting onto the platform. They haven't really found a true system yet. They do have implemented some types of this discoverability on the platform as of, like I said, being on the front page and the developers taking their time just going around and just scouting content creators who are just dedicated to the platform. But they are still trying to put together a system that's going to be more different than Twitch as of this giving smaller streamers a chance of being discovered. So they're still putting together pieces over there on that platform. It's still under beta. They're still just you know evolving and putting together some stuff that may be useful for streamers that are now coming over to Kick. But overall, it's the same element that you're going to see from that you saw from Twitch coming over here. It's just you're going to have to make sure you do your work and continue to do your work and be consistent in being dedicated to the platform. It will really pay off the more you do it and the more you keep doing it, because eventually you will get noticed, and then once you get noticed, you'll have a spotlight, like I say, on the front page, and that will really help out with people recognizing your channel. The most popular categories on Kick is just chatting, as well as slots, and pretty much GTA. I think GTA is probably the most highly popular game on that platform. I could be wrong, but the last time I checked and the last time I was on that stream, GTA was popular. And then you have Call of Duty. Now, some of the games that you see on Twitch that are popular on Twitch, they may be less on Kick. So, what does that mean? That means that if you play a game that's popular on Twitch but is now less popular on Kick, you still have visibility chances of growing on Kick because you're playing a game that's less popular on Kick but more popular on Twitch. But you're gonna have people who decides to come over to Kick to watch to really check you out playing the particular game that they was watching on Twitch. So that may work in your favor. And another thing is, some people got to realize that when you go over to Kick, you got to make sure you let your community know if you're leaving Twitch, to let them know that you're going over to Kick, because that would literally be a big benefit for you when you let your community on Twitch know that you're over on Kick, because that carryover effect will literally really help out as of you just trying to develop and become a brand on Kick. When Kick started, everyone had to let their viewership know that they're going over to Kick, and if you want to support them, you should come over and check them out on Kick. And later on, you see some of those communities on Kick, they become more big and big because of the people that came over to Kick, and they had a better experience on Kick. And so they're pretty much just referring people, as well as new viewership coming over from other communities checking out the particular streamer. So it is important to understand that doing, like, just letting people know from your other, like, from other platforms and the community that you built on those platforms to come over and support you on your new journey on Kick, and let them help you out as of just growing on Kick. Now, about the 95 to 5 split, because I know that's the most popular thing that Kick always promote. The 95 to 5 split is probably what excites streamers because they want to really capitalize on the money aspects of Kick because on Twitch they give you a 50-50 split and then they have a program which you have to work even more to really get the 70-40 split. What Kick offers is a 95 to 5 split, which means it will never change. They will just get the 5% and you just get the 95. So if you have if the I think the subs are five or $5. So you'll probably get probably like $4 that is yours, and or $4.25 that's your $4.25 that's yours, and they literally take the 75 cent. And so I think that's how that works. And my math could be wrong, but what they offer is more incentives as of just you focusing on just live streaming and making this a rewarding career. Because at the end of the day, everyone wants to live stream, and that is the thing that everyone wants to do is have a career that they can really relax and enjoy doing, and they can just take the days off if they want to. But I mean, everyone wants to come to this platform because of the incentives, including the KCIP program. So just realize that this platform is really rewarding for content creators, and hopefully in the future they'll do more to really expand the viewer experience on the platform. So they're really working on coming up with ideas to really give viewers a better experience with viewership. So with that being said, Kick is really focusing on giving the creators what they want as of this rewarding them. Another thing that I had to say that it's more relaxing on Kick. I know when you go on Twitch, it's more restricted, right? But it's still even balanced. But on Kick, you get more of a relaxed vibe when you live stream because you feel you can just make the content that you want. Now, I don't want people to really think that they can get away with content over there. They do have a moderation over there, so just want to point that out. They do have a moderation. So, if anything, Kick will more likely kick you out of their platform if you continue to violate. So it's not something that they're going to just allow you to do. And I get that people are going to say that is not true. They still allow such and such streamers. And that's the thing about Kick. Kick is very forgiving. At the same time, if you will violate their forgiving policy as them allowing you to keep coming back, they will likely kick you off the platform. You will not have you will not have a channel there. So it's give and take. And I mean, people can have their own thoughts and opinion about Kick. That is completely up to you. I wouldn't want people to feel like, um, you know, I'm just inciting them to come over. But what I'm giving you is the information from me personally screaming over there to literally tell you how it is and how it feels completely different from Twitch. Now, understand understand this. Like, it's literally the same process as Twitch. It's nothing different. And I know I keep beating this horse more than twice, but it's the same process as Twitch. All right. It's just at this moment they're just structuring a system that's really going to help out with small streamers, as well as continue to enhance the Kick experience a little bit more and more. Over time, you're going to see some things be developed that's going to be useful for you. Um, and hopefully they'll develop a system that's going to allow streamers to go to each communities and build a bigger live experience with both communities together. So they're really going to start figuring out and increasing that method a little bit more. So I think in reality, if you're looking for a platform that you can really generate the incentives as well as having a fulfilling career on the platform, Kick gives you that. As of just you're going to get more for the dedication and grind as a live streamer. If you think about it, the KCIP, which is what people are grinding for, really rewards you for the hours and the viewership that you bring in on a daily basis. So the more you do it as a KCI, as a partner on Kick, the more you get rewarded for it. And like I said, they have bounties. They have implemented a get this sub, which equals more in bits and like pretty much similar to Twitch bits. So they implemented a lot to this platform for the streamers as well as for the viewers. So it's really growing. On top of that, it's really growing in the Hispanic community, especially the Spanish community out there. The Spanish audience is really growing on Kick. So if you happen to be a Spanish streamer, this is probably a good timing for you because it's literally expanding in the Spanish community. So it's something that you should really take advantage of and capitalize on. But like I said, it's still the same thing. Nothing's changed. If you are making the switch to from Twitch to Kick, it's still the same method. You just have to grind a little bit harder. It will be a challenge at times, but it will reward you down the road. And there are developers who are often on everyone's stream to really seek out who's really grinding every day. So you will most likely be on the front page if you are grinding on that platform consistently and you're dedicated to that grind. And more likely you'll hit certain program task marks on that platform the more you keep growing. So my only thing I can tell you is to continue to let people know where they can find you and continue to promote yourself heavily, and also continue to grow on the platform as much time or not much time, but continue to grow on the platform and just give it time because eventually they're going to evolve into a platform that's going to be a little bit best suited for people who are looking for a better option. Okay, so that's my thoughts on Kick. And if you have your thoughts on Kick, just make sure you drop them in the comments. Okay, I am out.